The ability to master financial intelligence and position yourself to achieve financial independence is much more than simply understanding the financial markets. There are some softer skill sets that is necessary in order for you, people across the world, to truly understand and master the financial language. Today, I want to talk about some of those softer skill sets. Today, I want to talk about a new program that we call the 10x Wealth Habits Bootcamp. And it's all about your habits that will ultimately increase or decrease your opportunity to make massive financial breakthrough. Some of those habits that we're going to talk about with this program, one is habits and brand mastery, and we will certainly be talking about personal brand mastery. We will talk about habits and relationship mastery. And last but not least, we will talk about habits and money mastery. Why? Because any efforts to attain financial independence, it is necessary for you to recognize that money is only tertiary to that whole process. And if you don't understand this, you can struggle tremendously and may never reach that point where you have financial independence. So, welcome on this journey. But just before I start today's program, which is the 10x Wealth Habits Bootcamp, do permit me to introduce myself. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the multiple best-selling author for several books, including Manager's Toolkit and Billionaire Quotes. My new book, 10x Branding and Marketing Bootcamp, The Psychology of Doing Business, will be out very soon. Now let's get today's program started. Today we are talking about 10x Wealth Habits Bootcamp. As I would have said at the beginning, this program stands on three pillars, and you owe it to yourself to take the time to understand everything that is being said here. The three pillars that this program stands on begins with one, habits and brand mastery. What exactly do I mean by that term, brand mastery? I will go deep into these concepts today. Secondly, the second pillar is all about habits and relationship mastery. Many of you would have heard me saying before that relationship is the mother of all social systems. And if you can't master relationships, say bye-bye to your dreams, hopes, and aspirations. The third tenet or pillar of this program is where we talk about habits and money mastery. How much do you know about money in the game of mastering your opportunity to attain financial independence? We'll look at all of this and so much more. But we begin this exercise by looking at habits and brand mastery. And that will be our sole focus for today. When I talk about habits and brand mastery, what exactly am I talking about? First of all, I'm talking about your personal brand development. And let's talk a little bit about your personal brand development. Success in life it's all about you. It's about you understanding your brand or understanding you as a brand. And it's all about you committing the time, talent, and resources to enhance or up level that brand, where you're making your brand relevant to the dreams, hopes, and aspirations of people closest, all around you, and perhaps far away from you. It's all about that. So it's absolutely necessary for you to really commit the time to understand what steps you can take to master your personal development. And today I'm going to guide you through a couple of things that is very important. As I said, position yourself to achieve financial independence. If you don't get these things right, it's going to significantly compromise every step that you take to build out wealth. The first thing that I want to talk about here is living by purpose. So as you attempt to put yourself in that position of strength to refine and define your personal brand development, one of the first things that you want to stand out is you living or you being in a position of strength to live a purpose-driven life. You want to live by purpose. You just don't want to live and exist. You want to live by purpose. And to live by purpose, it simply means that you can clearly identify how you will use your substance and your talents and your abilities to add value to the life of people all around you. You can either add value in a narrow scope or in a broad scope. These are decisions that you need to make. And these are things when you come into this program, really work with you so you can work on you. Now, as you position yourself to live and lead a purpose-driven life, there's three things that you must think about. One, we call it self-knowledge and awareness. It's important for you to understand yourself because in the great book we learn that so as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if your self-awareness represents lack, limitation, doubts, and fear, that is all you're going to be producing in life. So it's important for you to ensure that you take the time to really understand you, something that we call self-knowledge. And it's important for you to understand your abundance, how to access and tap into that abundance, and how to live from the abundant you. So we go deep into this so as to really help you to understand. Because you can't have a mindset, a self-image of lack, limitation, doubts, and fear, and you want to accomplish abundance. There are many persons that are living from lack, living from limitation, living from doubts, and living from fear. And when your life is not going exactly how you want it to go, you blame everyone else but yourself. So you have to really figure out how to detach yourself from those negative self-thoughts and those negative perception that you have about yourself and really lock in and begin to understand your true self-worth. And unlocking this body of knowledge where you begin to understand what is self-knowledge is where you will be able to significantly leapfrog your personal brand and bring it to that point where it can truly have impact on people closest to you, all around you, and perhaps far away from you. As I said, this is the softer side of financial intelligence. And this one is about you because it's all about you. All right? You have to awaken yourself to your true sense of self and build the right habits around your personal brand. One step further. We talk about self-knowledge, but another tenet that is very important is self-confidence. Because I've seen persons who have some degree of self-knowledge, but then their self-confidence is on shaky ground. And the average person may want to believe that this has nothing to do with financial independence. But I want to say to you, it has everything to do with financial independence. All right. If you think in lack, limitation, doubts, and fear, if you don't have confidence, you may set big goals that you want to accomplish in life. You may set up a game plan to realize those dreams and hopes and aspirations that you have for yourself. but are you confident enough to go after those dreams and hopes and aspirations? Many people battle with confidence for years, all right? Many people battle with confidence all of their lives, all right? Many people wait for other people to give them the green light to do certain things before they do it. They are waiting for the endorsement and the encouragement to come from an external source instead of understanding how to activate courage and confidence from within. So these are programs that we go deep within. Again, it is a lack of self-awareness. It is a lack of self-confidence that literally shape your ideology. And it is your ideology that influence your actions and inactions in life. It is your ideology that ultimately determines your success and your failure in life. So these are very fundamental issues that we will be looking at in our 10x Wealth Habits Bootcamp. It's all about helping you to nurture the right habits. And the first element of it begins with you, is how you adopt the right habits to fully develop your personal brand, you. All right. The next issue that I want us to look at here is what we call, so far we look at self-confidence. So you look at self-knowledge, self-confidence, and the last one that we're going to look at here is self-application. I've seen so many smart people invest the time, talent, and resources to get a good education. So invest the time, talent, and resources to understand self. And I want to pose a very tricky question here to you. As you ask yourself the same question, how much do you know you? The question I want to put to you is, are you human having a spiritual experience, or are you spirit having a human experience? This is how deep you want to go when it comes to acknowledging you, all right, and being able to relate to the real self. In sociology and some area of management, you're introduced to something that we call the self-image theory. And the self-image theory speaks to you about the ideal self, the looking glass self, the self-image, and the real self. Most people understand the ideal self, they understand the looking glass self, they understand the real self, but they cannot talk about the real self, not in any profound and in-depth manner. In this program, we really take you there to really bring you to that point where you can fall in love with the real self. You can build up self-knowledge, you can build self-confidence, and then you can now start to take action. All right, it's about the application next. So a few things for you to understand here as we talk about the first tenet of the 10x Wealth Habit Bootcamp. You will be introduced to habits and brand mastery. The first thing that we're going to unlock here, what exactly is habits and brand mastery? Habits and brand mastery is all about your personal brand development. It's all about your personal brand. That's you. To get the personal brand developed in the right way, it's important for you to bring yourself to be purpose driven in your life. You want to live by purpose. So you have to be purpose driven. The second thing is important for you to build self-knowledge, because it is self-knowledge will reinforce the purpose-driven life that you should be living. The second thing is self-confidence, because you can have all of those things, but if you don't have self-confidence, it's going to again undermine you coming to that point to be your full self, to express your full self, to live your full self. And the last thing that we're going to be looking at here is the application. And all three of these things must be married: self-knowledge, self-confidence, self-application, giving you your purpose-driven life. So the 10X Wealth Habit Bootcamp, it's a unique program. It really talks to you about essential wealth habits for you to have. And again, wealth is not just about cash flow. Wealth is also about, you know, health and wellness. It's about mental wellness. It's about physical wellness. It's about psychological wellness. All of these things represent wealth. And of course, what I'm saying to you is that all of these things are the foundation to economic wealth. Economic wealth is a tertiary outcome. It is not a primary outcome. All right? We will go deeper into those things for you to understand. Now, I want to say, I'm moving to another topic now or some other issues. Um, Tomorrow, what I will do, I will look at habits and relationship masteries. And it's important for you to understand how to build healthy, productive relationship with the right people. I will also be looking at habits and money mastery. And as we go deep into money mastery, of course, I will be talking a lot about the different financial markets. So you have a clear understanding about the financial market. And as you understand the financial market, you must now build confidence to start interfacing with this financial market. And as you build confidence, you want to now take action. That's the application of this body of knowledge now to the financial market to start to position yourself to build wealth. And if you can recall, when we introduced you to the 10X Wealth Leadership Bootcamp, we talked to you about the pathways to wealth system. We talked to you about the pathways to wealth. And what exactly is the pathways to wealth? When you have that understanding about the pathways to wealth, we clearly say that there's two main platforms to build wealth. And there's a third one. For the third one, we have 1% of job seekers that get wealthy from that platform. You need to understand all of this as you put yourself in that position of strength to start to learn how to develop the 10x wealth habits. All right. Again, my name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the multiple best-selling author for several books, including Manager's Toolkit and Billionaire Codes. My new book, 10X Branding and Marketing, The Psychology of Doing Business, will be out very soon. So I want to encourage you to like, subscribe, and share this podcast within your group, within your network, and help us to reach as much people as possible. Remember, we are in a period of COVID-19, and I want to encourage you to be safe, protect yourself, protect your loved one, and protect those closest to you. A quick recap of what we looked at today. We looked at the 10X Wealth Habits Bootcamp. And as such, we introduce you to the new topics where we are talking about the importance of habits and brand mastery. And we talk about personal brand mastery. We talk about habits and relationship mastery. We say that relationship is the mother of all social systems. And we also talk about habits and money mastery. Money mastery is something that will really help you to understand the financial market. So along with this, we talk about the importance of living from purpose. We talk about self-confidence, self-application, self-knowledge, self. We talk about self-knowledge, self-confidence, and self-application. Even the best sometimes get tongue-tied. All right, so be blessed, be safe. Remember, call us for a free consultation. We'll be happy to interface with you, your workforce, your team, to ensure that you really have this body of knowledge and you can apply this body of knowledge. All right, be blessed and see you on the other side.